Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and today I'm reviewing my Timber & Hitch card caddy. This is kind of a utility minimalist wallet. My brother got this for me for Christmas and I've been carrying it pretty much every day since I got it. There's been one day that I didn't carry it, but this has pretty much been my carry. In the description on the website, it says that this tool pocket is for a Victorinox Cadet or a Buck 55 size knives. Those are the two knives they recommend, and I'm sure you can find knives with similar dimensions for that pocket, and that's the dog making that noise. But I'm sure you can find similar knives that fit that those specifications, but I tried this with obviously the Cadet, which the Cadet's the newest acquisition that I have, but I originally used the Pioneer. The Pioneer, you alright, Abby? You alright? Okay. The Pioneer is a little bit thicker and a little bit bigger than the Cadet. And so the big difference is that is size. Instead of having a file, it has the Remor All. But this was my only Alox Victorinox. I love Alox Victorinox knives. This one matches my 22 Mark III with the Taclite upper. So that's kind of why I like to pair those two in photos and such. But I decided I wanted to get a Cadet because it's thinner, lighter, and it comes with a fingernail file, and which is something that comes in handy occasionally. Keep in mind, I have a video on this. There was a new fingernail file style on the newer Cadets, which cuts way more aggressively than this. This is the older style of file. So they have a new file, and I have a video comparing the two called Battle Blades Cadet New versus Old File, I think is the name of it. But I have been using this file on my fingernails, been using it to clean my fingernails in general, and I've really enjoyed it. Some of my older viewers will know that I have an obsession with blue knives. I have a collection of blue knives. My brother has the red Cadet, and I must say I like the red better than the blue. Far as a Swiss Army knife, you know, we all associate Switzerland and the Swiss Army knife with red. This is also cool. This is more of my personality, but thinking back, I kind of like the red better, and Victorinox came out with a limited edition for 2019. They call it Berry Red, and I might look into getting that. I don't know yet, but this I kind of stretched it out where it would fit the Pioneer before I knew that it was made for the Cadet, and this is what I carried. And the silver matches the silver on the official Space Pen bullet. But it is a little bit difficult to get out. After I stretched it out to fit this knife and I got the Cadet, there was an issue with the Cadet being smaller and thinner. So to fix that, I just put this orange lanyard on, and it retains just fine. You know, it rattles a little bit, but it stays in the pocket. This has 4 pockets. You have this one, your 2 tool pockets. You have your knife pocket, your pen pocket, card pocket number 1, and card pocket number 2. And just to tell you what I have in here, I have, you know, obviously the Victorinox and the bullet, but I also have my concealed carry license, or my license to carry license, my driver's license, my Texas Law Shield card, debit card, and some cash. This usually I put the one debit card in, sometimes credit card, but right now it's the debit card, and this usually holds about 3 to 5 bills in this back pocket. And keep in mind, this is leather, so it stretches. I stretched out to fit this because I didn't know that it was meant for a thinner knife. But it stretches, it molds to everything, and you can see that it has kind of a curve to it for being in my back pocket. So on the website they have kind of its load capacity, 1 to 6 cards, small pocket knife, comparable to size to the Swiss Army Cadet or Buck 55 official space pen. It can hold up to 6 cards, and I don't normally carry that many cards on me, especially in a minimalist wallet. I want to cut down as much bulk as possible in a minimalist wallet, so it's usually 1 money card and several 20s, or a 20 and a 10, or a 20 and some 5s, but usually around about 4 to 5 bills and or banknotes. Some things to consider when carrying the official space pen: you can kind of press on the bottom to push it out, or you could grab it and pull it out. I find that it works better if you put the pen, or put the cap side up. If you can tell that the cap fits over the barrel of the pen, and when you put that in there and you pull on the cap, it's less likely to pull the pen out of the cap. If you put it in the opposite way, let's see if I can do it. It's kind of loosened up since then, but if you pull this out this way and it's tight, it'll sometimes pull the pen out of the cap. So I like to put the pen side down, cap up, to carry my official space pen. Also comes with a little grommet. You can put a little chain on it, or whatever you want to put on it. But yeah, it cost $59.99 without shipping or taxes or anything. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon. A pretty cool little item. In my opinion, minimalist wallets are best with when you're kind of in the bar scene, when you don't want to carry a bunch of bulky stuff, which this kind of is not really the best option because you have a knife on you. And most or a lot of bars won't let you in with a knife if it's a nightclub. Also, if you're wearing very, very light clothing, light shorts, it's very hot, you want to take down some of the bulk in your pockets. I find minimalist wallets work well with that as well. But yeah, this is a cool item. The cool thing about it is that I would have never bought this item for myself. My brother got it for me, and after looking on the website, the Hitch and Timber website, I came to the conclusion that this is the one item on their website that I was kind of stoked about. Most of the items I'm not really crazy about. Not that they're bad or anything, it's just I don't see myself using them. But this item, when I saw it, I was like, well, congratulations, Matt. You picked an item out that I would have never bought myself, and I'm actually pretty stoked about it. Like, not that I wouldn't be stoked about any other gift, but this is like the one thing on the website that I was like, yeah, that's a cool item. It has a logo stamp. But the cool thing about it is it's very low contrast. It's not very noticeable, so you're not like leaning on brand recognition with this wallet. Some wallets, they'll brand it all over it, kind of like Saga knives. It's like, oh, it's a Louis Vuitton, so we're going to put LV all over it. And that's not very classy in my opinion. I like something that's a subdue logo. It's something that's not very obvious. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I've been carrying it since Christmas, and I thought it was time for a review. You can get the knife out without a lanyard, but I put the lanyard on because I stretched it out, but the lanyard with the little ball at the end also helps to retrieve the knife as well. So that's it. I'm a Satsu 5. Hope you enjoyed this review, and I am out.